protection, but teachers don't need that protection. School boards nowadays operate in a completely different environment than they did when tenure was established in 1909. Over a century of statutes, regulations, and court decisions protect employees from arbitrary dismissal and discrimination. Then they also pointed out that they need protection from false accusations, which the quote I just read, they're protected from many regulations that were made in the last century. But also, if you keep in mind that sometimes they might be rightly accused, it takes a year to revoke the licenses of teachers. Getting rid of tenured teachers is now often a year-long administrative process to revoke the licenses of teachers and other school employees. So during this 1 year that it takes to get rid of a teacher, there's a whole classroom of students that are suffering from having a bad teacher. My opponents pointed out that school districts have a low budget. So likewise, how can the district waste so much money trying to fire bad teachers? Then they said that teachers can be fired, but it's almost impossible. But it costs money to dismiss a teacher that chooses to fight back. Thousands of dollars are wasted each year when the school board dismisses tenured teachers that wish to fight their decision. Even if the evidence is overwhelming, the legal expense to support the decision is still a drain on the school corporation. Finally, they pointed out that there's job security for teachers. The promise of a secure and stable job attracts many teachers to the teaching profession, and eliminating teacher tenure would hamper teacher recruitment. Just like other professionals, most teachers are performing well enough to avoid termination, but not so well as to deserve permanent job protections. Tenure at the K through 12 level is not earned, but basically given to nearly everyone. At the K through 12 level, teachers basically just need to stick around for a short period of time to receive tenure. Another problem critics say is that teachers are not properly evaluated before being granted tenure. Less than 1% of teachers evaluated were found to be unsatisfactory according to the New Teacher Project. Many states have set the bar too low for the achievement of tenure. It's no longer based on teachers' effectiveness, but instead on a teacher's length of service. So 99% of teachers receive satisfactory ratings. This doesn't seem that difficult to attain tenure. And finally, job protections wouldn't be so concerning if they granted tenure only to deserving teachers. There's no need to have tenure for teachers because if you're a teacher that knows you are teaching the material that is to be taught and doing your job well, then you should have no fear of getting fired. On the other hand, if you aren't doing your job well in teaching, then it's simply your fault when getting fired.